Welcome back, 8th graders, for our final week of our poetry unit.
Hey, shouldn't I say that line?
Well, welcome back, 8th graders, and welcome back, Mrs. Robinson, and hello, baby Savannah.
No. I'm so excited to see you all next week. Just wanted to pop in and say hi, especially to 8B, and I look forward to reading some of your awesome poetry. Bye, everybody.
Hi, thanks for visiting.
Students, it really has been wonderful to see your creative writing throughout this process.
In this lesson, we're going to talk about something that is essential in poetry and all art, theme.
Reminder about theme. A theme is an author's message about life or human nature.
Okay, but how do you come up with a message about life? What if I just want to write about a nice day or a day at the beach? Can't that be my topic?
Well, beach is a place and it's something we enjoy, but it's not really a big idea about life or human nature.
For a day at the beach, it might be family or joy in nature or taking a break from your day-to-day life. The topic depends on what's happening in the poem. Maybe you are learning to swim, learning something new, or overcoming a challenge or a struggle. Once you've chosen your main topic, then you can write a message about it.
Messages can even be found in the shortest of poems, like a haiku.
That makes sense. Let's try and brainstorm some topics from one of our poems. We can start by looking at our OG poem, which has been given a title.
You all voted to name our poem. We took your votes into consideration, and the name of the poem is Against the Current. Applause!
All right, enough about the title. Let's get back to the topic. To spot the big ideas, you'll want to read through your poem again, looking for them. We're going to start by reading through our poem stanza by stanza and brainstorming topics that we notice in each stanza. Any topic at all. We'll refine our list later.
Okay, let's start with the first stanza. The bell chimes. I crunch on a handful of banana chips that I've hastily shoved into my mouth. I haven't eaten in 3 hours. Then I gulp a mouthful of stale coffee that has chilled to a less than comforting temperature and dash to the bathroom. What topics do we notice in this stanza?
I noticed the topic of time and maybe more specifically time constraints. I also noticed hunger from the speaker's need to shove banana chips in their mouth, something I can definitely relate to.
Nice. Let's take a look at stanza 2. But I'm swept out to sea. I dodge and dip, bobbing up and down and side to side in a wave of North Face and LL Bean backpacks.
Okay. In this stanza, I noticed the topic of journeys and struggle, maybe even personal space or public space, as it seems like the speaker doesn't have much of it.
I see some high-priced backpacks in this stanza, maybe the topic of privilege. And also, there's privilege throughout this poem, a lack of privilege, with teachers not being able to go to the bathroom when they need to.
Or drink their coffee while it's actually hot.
We're really getting into the groove now. Okay, next stanza. A sharp elbow pierces my side as an enthusiastic student urgently approaches their friend to share the most recent gossip. I flinch and fall forward, doubled over. I think I may be overcome.
Well, in this stanza, I'm noticing the topics of pain, urgency, and maybe some teen dynamics as that enthusiastic student rushes to gossip with a friend.
I'm also noticing struggle in this stanza. Let's keep going. And yet, I can see within arm's reach the glittering silver door handle, sending out a lifesaver, reeling me in.
And just like that, the struggle turns to hope and perseverance. Two great topics. Let's look at the next stanza. I pull the door open, feel the welcoming rush of lilac Febreze as I enter the serene oasis of the bathroom. I let out a sigh of relief. I've survived the harrowing 5-foot journey across the hall.
I definitely see the hope and perseverance continuing into salvation here. That sense of relief is so powerful for the speaker. Pro tip, some of the words in your poems might be topics. One or two might even be part of the central idea. For example, relief is a word in our poem and can also serve as a topic.
Did anyone notice any other topics that we haven't mentioned?
I noticed an overall topic of work or professions, or more specifically, the teacher experience in this poem. I also noticed the topic of meeting basic needs as the speaker is rushing into the bathroom between classes.
The topic of routines, and in particular middle school routines, is definitely addressed in this poem. And maybe the breaks in those routines and how people spend their time when a break comes up.
So we have a lot of topics. How do we narrow down this list? Which topics seem less central to the theme of the poem?
I think we can let go of pain, financial privilege, and teen dynamics. They don't seem so essential for our poem.
Yeah, I think we can ditch hunger too.
Why don't we start thinking about the ones that are most central to the poem? I think basic needs, i.e. having a chance to go to the bathroom, is key here.
I think struggle and journey are also essential topics. We see the speaker struggle throughout the poem, ending in the salvation of the bathroom. Maybe we can tie some of these ideas together in our theme statement.
We took quite some time to discuss and collaborate on a theme statement that felt most central to our poem. After bouncing a bunch of ideas around, we got to this. In Against the Current, your brilliant ELA teachers suggest that when faced with time constraints, the struggle to meet one's basic needs can be a harrowing journey that may end with an equally exaggerated sense of relief.
You might notice that we were able to weave a bunch of our ideas together into one statement. That wasn't the point of this practice. Our goal was to create an authentic message about our essential topics, which we decided were time constraints and basic needs.
Don't worry about including all of your topics in your theme statement. The goal is to develop a theme statement that captures the central, authentic message of your poem that can be clearly supported using details from the text. Let's make sure we have details to support our theme statement.
What 3 lines from our poem best capture the theme in its entirety?
Well, there are 2 lines in the first stanza that are separate but go together. I haven't eaten in 3 hours and dash to the bathroom. These lines really emphasize that the speaker is not having their basic needs met in the midst of this busy day.
I Think I Will Be Overcome in stanza 3 really highlights the harrowing journey.
And then the last 2 lines, I let out a sigh of relief. I have survived the harrowing 5-foot journey across the hall, capture that exaggerated relief, clearly, as we use the word relief in that line. You can totally use the key words from your poem to write your theme statement.
This week, we want you to complete this process for one of your free verse poems, and then you can pick one other poem to do it for again. It might be your other free verse, but it could be some of your haiku. Remember to put the same time and energy into a haiku that you would put into a free verse poem.
We've shared our theme statements and analysis for all of our poems on Schoology. Feel free to take a look at our examples as you create your own theme statement.
As the author, you will use your name, wowzers, you're famous, in your theme statement. Each of your theme statements should read like the following. In poem title, your name suggests a message about life or human nature.
As we are wrapping up our poetry unit, we also want you to take some time to reflect on your work and the process of writing poetry. There are 2 parts of the reflection, and we really want you to be thoughtful in your answers. So please spend some time on your reflection and give us your best quality responses. Stop by office hours this week if you have any questions or if you want to say hi.
We really have enjoyed reading your poems over the last 6 weeks, and I've really enjoyed teaching and learning with you all over the past few months. I hope you all have a great finish to your school year and wish you luck as you continue on to high school.
Ms. Nevers, it's been so much fun working with you.
We'll miss you.
Bye.
Bye.